Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV 24/7. My name is Osama Shab, and on the show today, we delve into the tragic helicopter crash in Uttarakhand, a disaster that has claimed 7 lives and continues to unravel. With DNA tests now underway to identify the victims amidst the rubble, we bring you the latest on this devastating incident, the 5th chopper crash on this very route in just 6 weeks.
आज प्रातःकाल खराब मौसम के कारण एक हेलीकॉप्टर दुर्घटनाग्रस्त हो गया। इनको गंभीरता से लेते हुए हमने तत्काल एक आपातकालीन बैठक बुलाई है और उस बैठक में निर्देश दिए हैं कि एक सख्त एसओपी बनाई जाए, जिसमें किसी भी कीमत पर जो हमारे डीजीसीए के रूल हैं, मानक हैं, उनके मानकों के साथ किसी भी प्रकार का कोई भी ढिलाई न बरती जाए और जो उच्च हिमालयी क्षेत्र हैं, उच्च हिमालयी क्षेत्रों में चलने वाले पायलटों को उसका अनुभव हो, ये एविएशन कंपनियां भी सुनिश्चित करें। एक कंट्रोल एंड कमांड सेंटर यहाँ पर स्थापित किया जाए और जो इस घटना में दोषी हैं, जिनके कारण से घटना हुई है, उनको तत्काल उनके खिलाफ सख्त कार्रवाई की जाए। और आज और कल 2 दिनों तक सभी एविएशन कंपनियां और डीजीसीए और यूकाडा और एआईबी सब मिलकर पहले एक बार पूरे आगे की हेली सेवा के लिए समीक्षा करें, तत्पश्चात ही हेली सेवा को चलाया जाए। आज और कल हेली सेवा नहीं चलेंगी।
आज दिनांक 15 जून 2025 को सुबह यह सूचना प्राप्त हुई कि आर्यन एविएशन गुप्तकाशी से जो ऑपरेट करता है, उसका एक हेलीकॉप्टर केदारनाथ से वापस आते वक्त, जिसमें 5 यात्री प्लस एक 23 मंथ का बच्चा और पायलट राजीव सवार थे, वापस आते हुए कुछ मौसम खराब हुआ, जिसमें पायलट द्वारा उस हेलीकॉप्टर को वैली से बाहर निकालने का प्रयास करते हुए हेलीकॉप्टर गौरी कुंड से ऊपर क्रैश हो गया, जिसमें अभी प्रशासन द्वारा और जो हमारे डीडीआरएफ है, एसडीआरएफ है, उनके द्वारा खोजबीन जारी है। जैसे ही अग्रिम सूचना प्राप्त होती तो सूचना दी जाएगी।
सुबह ही एक दुखद सूचना प्राप्त हुई है। केदारनाथ जी से आर्यन कंपनी का जो हमारी हेली ऑपरेटर हैं, उनका एक हेलीकॉप्टर सुबह 5-5 बजे के आसपास केदारनाथ से टेक ऑफ किया था और जिसको गुप्तकाशी जाना था, लेकिन वह हेलीकॉप्टर रास्ते में दुर्घटनाग्रस्त हो गया और यह दुर्घटना गौरीकुंड के पास एक बुग्याल है, वहां पर यह गिरा है। वहां के जो स्थानीय लोगों थे, उन्होंने जो सूचना दी उसके हिसाब से उसमें किसी के भी बचने की संभावना नहीं है। इस हेलीकॉप्टर में पायलट समेत 6 लोग थे, 4 वयस्क थे, एक बच्चा था, एक पायलट थे मिस्टर चौहान, और एक बीकेटीसी का एक कर्मचारी भी था जो उससे जा रहा था।
All right, this is quite an alarming situation, especially because this is the 5th such incident in just 6 weeks. And this is the question that we are asking on the show. When will the devotees get safe passage? We'll try and make sense of whatever that has transpired and what can be learnt from this particular incident. I'm currently joined by Air Commodore B.S. Sivaj. He's an ex-senior IAF pilot and instructor. I also have Captain Kabir Malik, charter airline pilot. Gentlemen, welcome to NDTV. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Sivaj, I want to understand this from you, especially because this is the 5th chopper crash in just 6 weeks, especially on the same route. Given the alarming frequency of these crashes, what is your assessment? Why are these incidents taking place in the first place, and especially in this particular route? What is your assessment of that?
Thanks, Uttama, for inviting me on your show. Very shocking, very unfortunate, terrible and tragic loss of lives. Very valuable lives, and of course very bad for the reputation also. Now, to begin with, I would like to convey our heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families from Aviation Safety India. Now, very unfortunate occurrences have occurred in the last 2 months since the beginning of this pilgrimage operations. Pilgrimage operations to Kedarnath, Badrinath, and other places are highly challenging, demanding great professionalism and skill on the part of the pilots. There are high mountains, hills, valleys, and the weather changes are very, very strict. Now the monsoons are almost on the verge of hitting northern India. So during this time also the weather also likely to be adverse. Now weather changes in the hills are so swift that within couple of seconds it can clear or it can get clouded, losing visibility. And the preparation for this pilgrimage operation, because it is a very high intensity operation, large number of operators are operating in that area for the pilgrimage services. It's a very good and convenient mode of transportation, particularly for the old people who want to visit the shrines. So there are a lot of preparations from our regulator DGCA, Civil Aviation Department, Uttarakhand, even the operators, and also Aviation Safety India circulates precaution to be taken by all pilots during these operations. So all the necessary efforts are made and various steps are taken by all the operators. The selection of the pilot, they are qualified, experienced, knowledgeable, their briefing conducted. But sometimes this time it has been really very, very upsetting because so many incidents which is totally unacceptable. There is something wrong. This month of May, June has been prepared for our country, and now also there are some occurrences are taking place even in non-aviation areas.
Yeah.
So I don't know, we must do some Havan Puja or something which is required. So these operations are very challenging, very demanding, and with so many helicopters operating in those areas, and also there are commercial considerations as well, because every operator wants to complete that number of, flights, missions, and all.
Okay.
So all put together, pilots, operators, regulators, civil aviation department, Uttarakhand have to be always on their toes, very alert, very vigilant, and close monitoring and supervision is very, very essential
Right,
if you want to
absolutely.
have
Very correctly
safe
said, sir.
operations.
Right. I also want to go across to Captain Kabir Malik. Like I mentioned, this is the fifth such incident in just 6 weeks, Captain Malik. What is going wrong? What according to you is going wrong here?
See,
Is it just coincidence? Is it
always-
just coincidence, or is there something systematically going wrong in this
it's
particular
not.
route?
No, I am completely not agree with you on this statement. It's not a coincidence.
Okay.
It's a completely negligence of the rule and the regulation of the flying condition and the DGC, which is guideline, issued by the DGC and the Ministry of Civil Aviation of India. All the companies, they are looking here for more profits through the passengers, and the situation which is right now going on Kedarnath, Badrinath, and Chardham Yatra. They have their eyes from very past time, and the same thing is happened in every year. If you know, it is in your knowledge, I think so, and everybody knows that this is the second incident of the same company which has happened, and the same incident had happened in 2022 on 18th of October. The same conditions, same passengers, same kind of helicopter had crashed that time also. It was Bell 407. It is single engine aircraft. I'm not happy with the machinery which is they are using in this time in the hilly areas. This is not appropriate, I'm telling you, because we are this area is completely high altitude area which is required. Twin engine aircraft should be there, and the passenger capacity has to be noted down over there. All the norms which is required and should be implemented there, they are not following, because the sitting capacity of this Bell 407, it is only 1+5. If you can see that how many passengers had died today in crash, it was 7. So it
Yeah.
is, you can count it, you can easily count it, what kind of negligence they just ignored at the time of flying. The first of all, I'm just give you light on this issue also. In the hilly areas and the helicopter in India, flying time, it is a particular specified by the guideline of India and the DGCA, which is, I tell you, after the sunset rise, 20 minutes after the sunrise, and before the sunset, 20 minutes before this chopper should not be flying.
So, Captain Malik,
And
you,
yeah.
are you suggesting that the guidelines have been flouted?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
It's completely, I'm telling you, it's completely ignored by the administration also in the airline, this helicopter company, by the helicopter companies also. You can see it is not the first time it happened. It is happened 6 times in 2 months, or last year is also had it happened. You have to know why it is they are ignoring all these things.
Right. Air Commodore B.S. Sivach, this is a point that you also raised earlier, and this is something that Captain Malik is also reiterating. Do you think there is undue pressure on the pilots to complete the number of hours? And also, there is this commercial angle attached to it. Should the government intervene immediately?
It is not the undue pressure on the pilots. Definitely there is a pressure. And in commercial operation, there will be always pressure to deliver, generate revenue. Okay. Now these helicopters have been flying in the hills for pilgrimage operations since very long. Millions of flights have been conducted. Millions of hours have been flown. Yes, there have been accidents. I'm not denying that. But as I told you, these operations are very, very challenging. High altitude, narrow valleys, weather unpredictable. As I told you, it can change within a couple of seconds. Even in the best of the pilots who have made a decision based on the weather inputs, etc., and his own experience, he also might get trapped. There are occasions when the pilots get trapped, in spite of them taking all precautions. And another factor which was highlighted by Captain Malik is nothing to do with single engine or twin engine. Single engine are as safe as per the study carried out in US. Single engines are as safe as twin engines. None of these accidents have taken place because of engine malfunction or failures.
Okay.
As I told you, weather is the biggest enemy of the pilots. Adverse weather conditions coupled with mountainous terrain is a deadly combination. So one has to be very alert, very vigilant, very calculated. Yes, you have to take calculated risk, otherwise you can't fly. So flying has to be undertaken, and it has been undertaken in the past without any mishap. But this year particularly has been bad, and you can only say that something bad luck, misfortune. But so much involvement is there from the regulator DGCA, Civil Aviation Department, Uttarakhand, pilots, operators, and as I told you, we are also involved in promoting safety through our various advisories, various circulars. If you go through those circulars, it makes it very clear. Various steps the pilot.
Yes, Captain Malik, you want to say something?
I would like to stop and correct one point over here to Mr. our ex-commander. So I would like to attention you on this thing that you just discussed. You just talk about the single engine, twin engine. Can you tell me if a VIP person, a VIP can, if they wants to travel from this Yatra or any hilly area, he can fly on a single engine? No, absolutely not. Then why they allowed to general people as in a normal, you can say general people to allow in a single engine on hilly areas? This is the point I want to remind you, and this is really you have to look at on this point. In these conditions where a single engine have the capacity only 5 passengers to travel, you are loading 7 people including with the pilot. So it is the favorable condition to fly the helicopter in the hill area? No, it is not absolutely. So please, my dear, you have to remind it. We have not to be count in this category to ignore, because a normal person value, life value is the same as a VIP. So we have to be very much have to be focused on that there should be twin engine helicopter whenever you need to be fly pilgrims to the religious places like in hilly areas like Kedarnath and Badrinath. So I'm very much
Captain
sorry
Malik?
to not yeah.
Yeah, Captain Malik, we'll get a response from Air Commodore there. But I also want to, get a sense of the fact that you're mentioning about the aircraft, and there is an inquiry currently underway. We don't want to speculate here. We will wait for the findings of that inquiry. But I also want to understand from you, does it also have to do with the quality of the aircraft?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I wanted to discuss earlier also, but I just forgot to just share with you, which I read it about this machinery. It was manufactured in 1996. It is very old. If you count the years of this manufacturing of helicopter, it would be near about more than 25 years. So I don't think so. It is not eligible to fly in hilly areas. Whom they clarified and cleared the certificate, airworthiness certificate to this machinery, and the same company it is happened in 2022. Why this company is here again to entertaining the passengers in this area? Is there anybody to answer this question? I don't think so.
Okay.
Because everybody is looking for the more and more profit. As per my senior commander, he said it. So I'm very much agree about this statement, and we have to look on it. Why they're using the very old machinery in this sector.
All right. Air Commodore, one final word from you. Is there any lesson? Are there any lessons that we can learn from such repeated incidents?
First of all, I'd like to say something about the number of passengers being carried or number of total people on board. The capacity of Bell 407 is 2 plus 5. Okay, so 5 passengers and 1 pilot and 1 co-pilot. Here the operations are single pilot operation. So you can carry 6 people on board the helicopter, which is within its maximum operating limits. So it is not, you really can't, and again, I tell you, you can't compare VIPs and general public, then we'll be spending tons of money. You have to think of commercial consideration. And it has been found to be very safe. There has been hardly any occurrences because of the technical malfunction. I agree with you, the helicopter was old, but it was airworthy. It is certified, fit for flying. And this accident has not been attributed, at least prima facie to begin with, as a technical malfunction or something. They are talking about bad weather, and I also tend to agree without speculating that it might be possible because that area, weather change are very strict, and you can get trapped and you can get into serious problem with the weather.
All right, gentlemen.
So SOPs are made, many lessons can be learned, and lessons should continue to remain in the mind of the people. It should not be forgotten. This is very important. We forget the lesson learned very, very fast.
Okay.
That should not happen.
We are unfortunately
value
running
of
short
safety.
time. Sir, unfortunately, we are
I'll just
running short
last
of
word
time.
I'll tell you.
But thank you very much for your views and your, for being a part of this discussion. Like I said, the inquiry is currently underway, and we'll wait for the results to come out before we speak on this further.